I tend to bond easier and more comfortably with a bilingual person from Latin America than someone who only speaks one language from the US, let's say, when it comes to dating. There is a certain default understanding and bond when somebody speaks your languages and you both get to switch back and forth fluidly. And in that conversation, China said, I've never dated a Latino before, so I wouldn't know. And I said, wait a minute, but you're Latina. And then she said, yeah, but when people see me, they've never seen a Latina. I don't attract Latinos.
It's exactly how you said. When you see me, the most that people tell me is like, oh, you look mixed black and white,
Uh-huh.
but American.
Sure.
They'll never guess that I am Latina, that I speak Spanish fluently. They'll never guess that. So I never attract Latino men.
When you say you never attract Latino men, elaborate on what a Latino man is, though.
Basically, the men that speak Spanish.
Oh, even the black ones?
Yeah, like if they speak Spanish, they don't talk to me. Literally, like I've never had that experience where they're like, "Oh, what are you?" And then like we get into conversation, and be like, "Oh, yo soy de Panamá." Y esto, never, never. And let me just say, this is my experience
Of
here
course,
in the United States, porque cuando yo voy para Santo Domingo,
of course.
claro, me entiende, pero es porque estamos en Santo Domingo, pero yeah, here in the States, no. No.
You have never had a Mexican, a Central American, a South American person ever approach you?
No. Te voy a decir lo que me ha pasado. I'm gonna tell you what has happened. I was at a Mexican like little grocery corner store, and I was getting a few things, and the gentleman behind me, there were two of them, and they were talking back and forth, and we were like making the line, haciendo la fila. We're just sitting there, and I'm playing on my phone, holding on to my things, and there's behind me, there's like, ay, una negrita así, yo la cojo. I was like, and I'm just like, and I was like, they don't know that I understand, but I'm like kind of like secondhand kind of embarrassed. I'm like playing my phone. And then I get to the cash register, and the poor lady, she doesn't speak English. She was trying to show me the numbers, like, 23 con algo. De que aquí está mi tarjeta. Y yo le hablé en español. Their face got so red. Their face got so red, and I kind of like got red too. And I was like, okay, I gotta go.
Wow.
But that was the only time.
But that wasn't necessarily if somebody hated on you.
No, that was not like hitting on me, approaching me, nothing. But it was funny.
And also let's highlight the fact that they identified you as a black woman. Esa negrita.
Sí,
Right.
porque así fue que dijo,
Right.
una negrita así me la cojo.
Jesus.
Unas nalgotas. I was like, oh, God.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed.
And you said they were what from your assumption?
Creo que eran de México.
Oh, Mexicanos. Yeah, because they said
Yeah.
La Coco.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. It was funny.
And so I think I said to you, okay, would you ever date a Latino? And I think you said no, or I'm tripping.
I did say no initially. I
Sure,
did
sure,
say no.
Sure.
Just because.
Shit, yes. And the reasons?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, and the reasons?
The reasons would be like outside of the language and possibly food, connecting like through culinary arts or skills or anything. I don't think I could create a deeper type of connection. Like, I don't know if I could resonate with a Latino man, especially if he's like more misogynistic. I don't I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
You
No creo.
you've ever been with a Dominican, your own pana, or no?
No.
You not being able to relate to Latinos, although you're Latina, um, is it due to the fact that you are born in this country and raised here, and you're more American, if you will?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think so. Just because I grew up here,
yeah, of
my views are a little bit different.
course.
My customs could be a little bit different as well. So,
When you told me that you have never ever been approached by a Latino, it really caught me off guard, for real, hard.
really?
Yeah, you saying really makes sense because we know that in Latin America, the lesser Latino, meaning the people that are considered Latino last, are the black ones. I understand what you when you say that you've never been approached by Latinos because when people think about, oh, I like Latinas, I like Latinos, they don't think about the black ones. They think about the white T ones or the ones that are of my phenotype. Nobody thinks about black folks when somebody says Latinos, and I mean nobody. You have to you have to be specific when you actually are talking about the black ones. But by default, when you just say Latinos, nobody includes black ones. Nobody. They're not included. You have to go out of your way to include them. Oh yeah, I love Latinos. The black ones too.
And I'm gonna say this, and there is a large Latino population in Kentucky, pero son de Mexico
Sí, claro.
or son de Centroamérica.
Mhm.
They're not checking for me.
Right.
They're not checking
Right.
for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm not, saying that to be mean or
Yeah, no, no,
nasty. It's
no.
just the
It's the truth.
truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Mhm.
They usually look for women that have your phenotype o que son un poco, a little bit fair skin.
Sure.
And that's just their preference. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not getting checked for it at all. And plus, and I will say this, like Fernanda was telling you when she was going through, doing her own research and how she started to identify,
Yeah.
I was going through the same thing as well. So, yo andaba con mi trenza, yo andaba con mi joya, mi cosa, to the Latino mindset, that's more Black American style.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they weren't checking for me.